Hey YouTube, TacosOnFire here, bringing you a deck profile of what I call anti-meta Fire Fists, mostly rank 4s. Before I begin, shout out to Team Burning Infinity for doing my deck profile of the 3-axis build that I had earlier. It got a lot of views, so thank you for that. I'll try to post up more like you told me to. So, speaking with the deck profile, first off, 3 bears, self-explanatory. It's pretty much your monster removal. Uh, 3 dragon, gets out your Tensons and brings back your other Fire Fists in the graveyard for Exceed plays or just trying to push for more damage. Um, 1 Gorilla, just there for popping back rows and swinging over monsters that are lower than it, just to get those, free fire formations. Tip for the Fire Fist, we play 3 Maxis pretty much for the E-Dragon matchup, but it's also there for monsters for decks that swarm, either stopping their plays from going on or plussing a lot. 3 Kaikus, good against Prophecies, E-Dragons, prevents them from removing their stuff from their graveyard, E-Dragon effects in graveyard, breakthrough skills, Priestess effect, Fate, that's a big problem nowadays, and lets you remove potential problems in their graveyard when you do damage. Thunder King, primarily there to slow down E-Dragons and Prophecies. It also helps against Evil Swarm, though it's not that big of a problem for me. They can't search out, attribute it for their Exceeds or Synchros, whatever the problem may be. And the 1 random Cyber Dragon, pretty much for anything that can make machines, or Dracossack, just for the lulz. Drop this after they make their Dracossack think they're safe, and then just scoop it up for a Chimera attack. Spells, 3 tanky, self-explanatory, switch out the deck. 2 Tensu, additional normal summons, which you'll be doing a lot of in this deck. 2 dualities, simply because you don't special summon that much, and it's really good in the beginning. Search out cards to help set up, or monsters you need, or formations. 2 lances for offense and defense. Defense for protecting your monsters that need to be on the board, and offense pretty much when you're trying to swing over anything that is bigger than your monsters. Speaking of offense, Book of Moon, flipping those cards flipping those cards down, so you can attack over their lower defense, or you could use it defensively. And Monster Reborn, self-explanatory, pluses. No heavy, no dark hole. People aren't running too much back row this format. Dark hole's not as good as it used to be. Traps, 3 Tensin. Mentioned before, you get these easily with Dragon just by using a fire formation, and it brings another Tensin face down. It's just free 1,000 for the turn, and then just 300 afterwards. Yes, guys, these are main boarded. It's pretty much so I don't get auto lose against E-Dragons and Prophecies. It's too good. Like, it also helps against like any other deck. Examples: Kirkion, Rescue Rabbit, Thunderbird, E-Dragon effects in the graveyard, breakthrough skill in graveyard, Priestess effect, Fate, Deprison, Bottomless, Miracle Fusion. These are just some of the examples. It's really good. 2 Wabokus. Again, I'm trying to keep my monsters alive, so this is here in the deck. It's also to prevent OTKs. A lot of people do not see this coming. 2 Compulsory. It's heavy Xyz format, and this is just too good of a card not to run. Bounce back those Exceeds, or they wasted their normal summon, and you just compulse it back, and you push for game if need be. or protect your own monsters. Solemn Duo, you guys know this, it's very self-explanatory in the one Starlight Road. Protect my formations, my back rows, you know, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Torrential, Mirror Force, anything of the sort. That's it for the main deck. Now for the extra deck, Cowboy, pushes for game or anything that you need to swing over. A lot of people forget that. Maestroke is just there to stall or get over anything that has smaller defense. Pearl is just there, you know, as a beat stick. I don't really use it much. Roach also doesn't see much play. It's just there for those rogue decks, you know, Agents, Chaos Dragons, anything of the sort. Really doesn't see much play. May end up taking it out. Heraldry Crest, really fun. Like, I've only done it once against E-Dragons. Pretty much use it like against their Draco Sack. Copied its effect. Got tokens, pop tokens. It's fun times. Shockmaster, pretty much get this out. It's almost auto win against E-Dragons and Prophecies. Mermails too. 2 Tiger Kings. You know, it's pluses, you know, fire formation, and then negates effects that are not Beast Warriors. 2 Cardinals, which I'm starting to find this is like MVP pretty much. Could pretty much consider it like kind of like 2 Compulses, or like I don't know, it's like Transmigration Prophecy, or you do one each. Pretty much send Fire Formation or Fire Fist on your field or in the graveyard back to the deck. You send 2, and you pick 2 cards in your opponent's side of the field face up, or in the graveyard. Again, you can do 1 and 1 and shuffle it back into their deck. So it's really good against anything that's graveyard reliant, or like if you're trying to push, you need stuff off the field. Yeah, this is your go-to. It's really good. I really think it should be more than 10. Maybe it'll go up. Who knows? Beast Dweller, pretty much against Dark Worlds and Mermails. Utopia, I am definitely taking this out, probably for Direwolf. Stardust Dragon for Starlight Road, and 2 of these just because I find situations where I can, you know, reborn the Cyber Dragon after I've done this once, and then do this again. So, yeah, I might just go to 1. Who knows? And for extra deck, 2 Drill and Lockbirds, Prophecies, enough said, pretty much. 2 Fossil Dynas, anything that special summons a lot. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, if you protect this, it's pretty game winning. 2 Puppet Plant against Prophecies, Heroes, Samurais, you know. 3 MSTs for anything that's back row heavy, you know, Gadgets, Evil Swarm, Heroes, and those are just some examples. Mind Crush, anything that searches, except for, you know, except for Dark World. You don't use that against Dark Worlds. That's a no. Soul Drain, yes, you use that against Dark Worlds, Mermails, anything that has effects that activate in the graveyard, you use that. And last card, Summon Limit. Really good against E-Dragons or anything that swarms. My deck is not really hindered by this. I normally just do a bunch of normal summons, like 1 or 2 per turn. If I have to Exceed, cool, but I'll probably end up doing it afterwards. Like, my deck is really just control, so this is fine. So that's it for the deck. I find now that I love the Fire Fist, but 3-axis is really not good this format, especially when we don't have chicken. So you kind of have to play the level 4s. And then again, like I tried it before, like without the Kaikus and the Thunder Kings, you know, without the anti-meta attacks, and it's still good, but it was like auto-losing the Prophecies. It's something I've been seeing a lot more recently, like now at my locals, and it's just, you know, you're trying to win, so I had to go anti-meta in a few of these choices, like in order to remain competitive. Like, you know, I think Fire Fist is considered tier 2, but with some of the techs in the deck, like at least you have a fighting chance against the top tier decks of the meta. So I would suggest this to anyone who, you know, who still wants to play Fire Fist but wants to remain competitive. Someone suggested to me like that I take out maybe 2 of these, like Prideful Roar, and I can see where he's going. Pretty cool, like especially when we are when we get Wolfberg, I'm probably gonna take out 2 dragons for the Wolfbergs, just because like I'm not always gonna have fire formations, so I'll probably end up playing that when we get Wolfbergs. But until then, like dragons just to get out the Tensons. So that's my deck profile for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and that's it for today. I'll try to get back with more videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tacos on Fire signing out. Bye.